my pleasure to introduce Willie Adams. Willie Adams was elected ILWU president, or international, I promoted you, Willie. International Secretary Treasurer in 2003, re-elected in 2003 and 2006 after working 20 years as a longshoreman at the Port of Tacoma. He became a Marine clerk. He has been nationally acclaimed for his celebrations of Black History and Labor program that he began in 1991 in Tacoma. Please give a welcome to Willie Adams.
First of all, I have to say that I want to thank Tom Chamberlain and all the work that he does for the Oregon American Federation of Labor, the staff. But I want to say something to everyone out here today. You know, every morning I get up and I run about 10 miles, and this morning I was running and I was listening to Bruce Springsteen and the song Dancing in the Dark. And you know, there's a verse that says, this old town will carve you out. It's pretty clear that they are trying to carve the working class, because there are 700 bills being presented all over the country, anti-labor legislation that is aimed at us, brothers and sisters. And when I think about that, that means we have a fight on our hands. And when you think about Dr. King, he lived in the shadow of the cross, and he was willing to give his life for something that he believed in, which is bigger. And I know we worry about our homes and the material things that we have, but I got to really say this, and I say it with love and humility, is that the labor movement is the movement that represents the people, but we are the backbone, the salt of this earth. Now, I remember when the Democrats, and I've got to say this and I'll move on, Barack Obama, they said change was coming. I haven't seen that change. And you know why the Republicans and the right wings are coming after us? Because we raised $300 million for Barack Obama to be president. He has waffled on everything, and he has not been there for us. We need to say it like it is. And now they are aiming their guns toward us. And where is he at? He announced today he's running for re-election. We need to support our friends and punish our enemies. I didn't say he was our enemy. I said we need to support our friends and punish our enemies. But he needs to step up, because you can't waffle on whose side that you're on, brothers and sisters. The working class of America that built this great country, our ancestors, those that came before us, and we fought. We're doing a battle right now with the Koch brothers. We have our Georgia Pacific workers out here today. And we are going to go to battle with the Koch brothers and sisters, because you know what? We've been negotiating for over a year. I know the steel workers have been dealing with Georgia Pacific, and the only thing that they understand is economic redress. This labor movement has always had the heart of a fighter like Manny Pacquiao. We've taken on all challengers and all comers. And I know when I said something about Obama, somebody got upset. But there has to be some accountability, brothers and sisters. There has to be some accountability. And when our members spend their money and they get $300 million and there's nobody there for them, there has to be some accountability. And when we look in Washington, D.C., the system, they are out of touch with the working class. The working class, we are the ones that are suffering. You look around, they have declared that the recession is over. But there are a lot of people here that are still hurting. Social Security is under attack. Why would we hire a guy like Timothy Geithner to be the Treasury Secretary? Him and his guys put us in this economic downturn. And now him and his cronies are looking at Social Security in D.C. to privatize it. What will be next? They will take that money and they will put it in the stock market. We have to protect our pensions, brothers and sisters. 3 weeks ago, I was in Washington. I was there, they had 900 firefighters there. They're worried about their pensions, brothers and sisters. This new generation right here, they're not going to have pensions. They're only going to have 401k, our young kids. And we have to worry about that because that is an issue. We are responsible for Social Security, for our elders, those that came before, and we're responsible for the young people today who go, well, I won't need Social Security. We have to be on guard. We have to watch out for them. And we have to look out for their future. In closing, I would like to say, as we represent the working class, many times people will use the cliche middle class. We are working class. No one can define us. Our parents were working class. We are working class. You look at each and every one of us out here. We represent the best that America has to offer. And if the president and the Democratic Party do not want to fight with us, we will fight on, and we're going to go after them. Thank you. Willie Adams, come on.
Now listen, we're not the Republican Party here where everyone has to stick to a script or they get thrown out. We're a democracy. I spent plenty of time praising President Obama and plenty of time criticizing him, but he said in his inaugural address that if he's not moving in the right direction, the people should push him, and we're here to push. And also remember something, my favorite line, the great Frederick Douglass, who said, and this is a great truth of politics, power concedes nothing without a demand. We are here to demand. Thank you. All right, it is time for Bill Kerr. You all know Bill Kerr. I hope he's worked at the Wana Paper Mill, owned by Georgia Pacific and the Koch brothers. They're right in the back there. They're getting a sandwich. I'm going to bring them up in a couple minutes, so just wait. We have a dunking booth. For 26 years, Bill has been a union member, and he is a member of the United Steelworkers. Please welcome Brother Bill Kerr.
First of all, thank you everybody for coming out here today. I know it's not the best day, but in our hearts it's the right day. September's coming. All right, as you've heard, my name's Bill, and I'd like to quote something from a guy that we're here to remember today. I have a dream. My dream is also that someday hard-working union members, brothers and sisters, will be treated fairly by the bullies of corporate America. I'm a proud member of the United Steelworkers of America. I've worked at GP Wana, as most of you know now. GP is owned by the Koch brothers, and nobody likes them. And we've been negotiating them for a year and a half. By the way, sorry, I'm reading this. They wanted to make sure I didn't drop a F-bomb when I said a Koch word. First thing off, I need to say that state and federal laws need to be updated and changed as they are stacked against the workers. Big corporations have the right to tell you no to any issue they pass across the table. Any issue they bring, they make the compromise. We have to make the compromises, and they have the right to say no. And if we don't, we're not bargaining in good faith. We're in a fight with Koch Industries, along with our brothers and sisters in Camas, Washington over there, Portland, Oregon here, Toledo to the west, and Camas, Oregon, Halsey, Oregon down to the south. So when you read and hear about Koch's fight and attack on unions in Wisconsin and Ohio and the rest of America, let me tell you what, it's right here in the Northwest as well, and it's a hell of a big one. Koch brothers spend billions of years every day to fund political campaigns nationwide, and they're the founding fathers and backers of the Tea Party. Scott Walker's main man is the Koch brothers, and his attack on public workers is just a start. They are attacking the private sector also, and instrumentally, it'll be an attack on all workers, union and non-union. Most of the non-union stuff they have is from us. They have to compete against us. Yet the plants that the Koch brothers own are setting production records and helping them boost record profits unheard of in this industry with less people than when they took over GP. And then they turn around, and I think everybody's seen it in the Oregonian, and they're doing it in the local papers in our town. They're boasting what they can do for the communities and bend the truth and tell the half-truths. Make them look good, make them hard to get sympathy, make it hard for us to get sympathy in our struggle. Here goes the wind. We're going to have to wing it from here. Fog. I'm from the coast. We get a lot of that. How's that? Okay, all the while they're in the newspapers and they're boasting about what they can do for the communities. They make the sympathy. We don't get none in our struggle. Everybody will say, well, what do you need more for? But they keep quiet about the $4+ million lawsuit and trying and lying to the state and in Clatsop County for the tax cuts for one of their 2 paper machines at Wana, stating that we create 440 to 50 new jobs. Instead, that we went from 1,038 employees to just 780. Like I said, they're making more production at a faster rate with less people, and they're shoving the money in their friggin' pockets. That's a nice F-bomb. Sitting at the bargaining table with them for the last year and a half, they've tried to impose their philosophy of social engineering. If you don't know what it is, simply put it this way. They don't believe in workers helping other workers. At WANA, we've always split our union's portion of the health care cost easily amongst our members. Now with their per-dependent pricing, we have members whose costs will go up 50% or more. We have one member, and he is our poster child. His is going to go up from $250 a month to $1,000 per month. Yeah, pay to work, pay to work. I think all of us, well, some of you are older than me, have all read The Grapes of Wrath. They own the insurance company, they own the company store, and it's just like we're going backwards. Now here's the big kicker. United Healthcare owns the insurance company that we deal with. The money coming out of our pockets is the same. We help our brothers and sisters. We spread it equally. They said no. They've also come after our FMLA leave, making us have to burn vacation time to coincide with our other leave. It's their way of just getting more employees off the books, putting more money in their pocket. Well, I could go on and on and on, and I'm not, because you don't want to hear a fat old man sit up here and bitch. I will tell you this, United Steelworkers have joined forces and have created a great partnership with Unite. Unite is of Great Britain, and it's England's and Europe's largest union. Wynn's not cooperating, people. And we are willing to take this fight against Koch Industries globally and hit them in every country they do this. Only in solidarity will this ever reach. We must stand together. United we stand, together we fight. Thank you very much on behalf of the local 1097, WANA, Oregon. Thank you.